And I have to give credit to the writer of this movie, Elijah Bynum, for making a film that deals with these issues around race and racism, but doesn't like beat you over the head with it.
Hmm.
Like no, like you don't. No one has to say, "Killian, they're doing this to you because you're black and you're big." And people are afraid of big black men because that goes back to like they don't do that. And me, like I like that they assume that the audience is sophisticated enough to put the dot to connect the dots on what's happening to this character.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. It takes the presence of mind, the strength of character, the ability to see behind the lines an even deeper level. Like that is all surface level, the tip of the iceberg. Underneath it all is we all deal with trauma. We all deal with some type of hurt and anguish. But how we channel that. For him, it would have been constructive to devote himself to improving. Like I would surmise that his thing for bodybuilding is so that one, it promotes strength, like he said before. So
Mhm.
it gives off this sense of invulnerability.
Yeah.
The next thing would be that, you know what, I'm going to take care of my most prized possession, which is myself. I'm going to make sure
Yeah.
that I am going to be a very resolute individual when it comes to health and
Yep.
maintenance and just self care.
Mhm.
And which would you would think travel off into self love. No, this is
No.
far from it. This is someone who hates himself, hates his surroundings, hates life. He is a misanthrope because he can't
S-
have that connection with individuals.
So that's a great that's a very interesting point because in the end of the film, one and I have some questions about the end, but in the end, you see like he's now taken down a lot of Brad Vanderhorn's pictures. He's
Mm,
still got some up there, which is wow based on what happens. But he's also now put himself up there.
hmm.
And there's this I think the audience is they want you to leave as the audience with this idea that he has now found that what you're talking about, that appreciation for himself.
Yeah,
And
by
that like
eliminating the drugs and everything in the toilet.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it was fast I got there and I got some things about that. But it does try to give you that vibe that in the end, despite all of the stuff that he's gone through, and this dude needs, first of all, he's in major therapy. He's gonna need major therapy after all this, but he's trying to get better.
And that's the thing too. I think that he highlights is he tells the therapist, "Thank you for trying." No
Yes.
one else in the entire film
Yeah.
gets those kudos except for him. He gets grief from the manager who doesn't say, "Hey, let's get you some medical help. You're bleeding here. Is what's wrong?" No, I'm
Yeah.
firing you and you're
Yeah.
bleeding on top of my
Yeah.
office desk.
Yeah.
Where Killian has to remind him, "Talk to me nice." In his
Yeah.
words, he says, "Watch how you talk to me." If
Yeah.
I see someone leaned over the desk talking about they have to remind me to talk to them nice,
Yeah.
a la Mike Tyson, I've
Yeah.
already messed up because it
Yeah.
shouldn't have gotten to that point.
Yeah.
He's owed human decency anyway, but you need that reminder.